morning. We are calling this meeting, especially with the media and also our city council, to give a briefing on what happened last night and the incidents prior to last night. Because last Saturday we also had a Peace and Order Council meeting. And so last night there was the incident that happened in the waters of Lacbao. And so we will have Colonel Pascual of Task Force Zamboanga give us the briefing and the updates on what transpired yesterday. Somebody from the DSWD that showed me a text that came from a teacher and says, "Guerra yan at taluksaray." It's really, incidents like this do not help any.
I was there, you know that I was there.
No, that's why I'm just informing you that there are some elements that try to make matters worse than what they are. So anyway,
Good morning to everyone, to our honorable mayor, and to the members of the city council, the vice mayor, the media present this morning. I will just brief you on what transpired last night. As you can see, since the problem in Basilan and Payao operations started, Task Force Zamboanga and the city police office has enhanced or increased our security operations in the city. And one operation that we are conducting is the seaborne patrol. I instructed my personnel to conduct seaborne, especially at night, because during night, really I believe that the lawless and the other elements in Basilan and in Norte and in Sibugay, as our experience in the past, they are roaming during night time. So this is just a simple sea patrol that encountered a lawless group in the area of Taluksaray. Next slide, please. So the 12 DRC led by Corporal Riza P with this first man, PFC PFC Vincent Tomo is the K3 gunner, and we have CBO Jerry Jawadi with M16, CA Chudoro Luna with Garan, and CA Ramos with M14. They jumped off at the Taluksaray Compact Post at about 7:30 p.m. and went on using the prototype boat that was issued by the city, a very effective boat, particularly in mangrove area or in mangrove terrain. So, as you can see, the task force PNP detachment is at the upper portion. That's where the team started. Then they moved up. Next slide, please. So that's the encounter site. So when they are patrolling at the channel between Sapol and the mainland, when they're about to go back at about 8:25, they get lost to an agar-agar park, and the troops noticed a boat, a green boat with 4 personnel. Our troops has a stronger flashlight. The other boat has a flashlight also, and when they're about 20 meters, everyone at the troops boat are on alert. They are pointing their gun to the other boat, while the four bad elements are also pointing to their guns to the soldiers. And when the soldiers identified themselves that we are 12 DRC, we are Task Force Zamboanga, the bad guy started shooting, and the troops started or responded immediately using their weapon, especially their K3 submachine gun. In the initial burst, the PFC Tomo, or rather PFC Pialan. PFC Pialan was the K3 gunner. He consumed 200 rounds of K3, and everybody in the boat, most of them are standing except for Corporal Sakayan, who was remained seated and firing while sitting in the sitting position, and he was fatally hit. The team leader, Corporal Jerry Sakayan, the team leader, was expired at the hospital. The response of the ambulance was very fast, very quick, PFC Tiana got a gunshot wound in the left arm. When he consumed the 200 rounds of the K3 weapons, and he got shot at the left arm, he cannot anymore load the next 200 rounds. And PFC Kisal Saifuddin got a gunshot wound in the left leg. Initially, his standing position, he was hit in the left leg. Then he continued firing, changing 30 rounds, and in sitting position. And Vincent Tomo, the radio operator, also armed with M16, got a shrapnel wound in the face, body by a one round of M203. The enemy fired one round of M203 and the rest M14. So the four lawless are really heavily armed, very heavily armed. Next. This is the boat of our soldiers, and some right now we are still looking for the bad guys. So just to show you the sample threat groups that we identified here. These are the next. These are the traditional, or these are the Philip brothers, as one of the Pares Junakilan, as also one of the Pares for kidnapping, for murder. And also we have the Imran Asgari group, Yusuf, Anjun, Pak, and we do not know if they are the one that our troops encountered last night. But these are just the lawless group in the area. So I think that with that, Mayor, sir, I think I have a brief.
In the afternoon, we were having the meeting on the Oplan Kaluluwa. Actually, these are in preparation for the All-Saints Day, wherein, of course, we have to have the traffic rerouting. We have to that. Last Saturday, we also convened the Peace and Order Council meeting. And this was in relation to the incidents that happened in Basilan and also in Zamboanga, Sibugay. And also yesterday, prior to that incident, we had to call also a meeting with the media, because there were reports on the curfew. Actually, there was a command conference yesterday at IPIL, wherein our PRO Pro 9 Director, General Diatis, was also present. And after that meeting, there was a directive from the Governor of Zamboanga Sibugay declaring a curfew in Sibugay. Unfortunately, there was confusion, and it was even posted in the internet that cops imposed curfew in Zamboanga Peninsula, which is not the case, because that curfew only takes effect in Zamboanga Sibugay, not in the entire Zamboanga Peninsula. So it does not include Zamboanga City. Encounters in Zamboanga Sibugay. We have had a series of planning and preparations and instructions have been given to beef up our forces and also to increase patrols. My message really, not only to the men in uniform but also to the public, is yes, we have to be very, very alert. But at the same time that we are alert, let us be calm. We have to be very vigilant, but at the same time, let us be sober. And let us be active in the sense that we will be having a series of meetings as we normally do with our force multipliers, which are basically people that can assist in the implementation of the peace and order, like our tanons, our beans, the CAFGU, our SCA, even the Blue Guards, our force multipliers. That's why we also decided to call this meeting today, because if we do not more or less inform the media, inform the public, there will be a lot of speculations on what is going on, what is not going on, and so it's best that I have also asked the City Council if they want to be briefed. Then we will give the City Council a briefing on the security situation. So with that, we have Colonel Pascual, and we also have Colonel Ocampo here present. If there are questions, we will try to answer the questions as factual as possible, but there are certain things that if you ask now who the identities, you said these are the possible identities, but we cannot, up to this point, now say which one.
Determine whether any of these 4 armed men were hit, considering that 20 meters lang yung distance, and where did they come from? Where were they heading to?
Actually, I have personally talked to the soldiers. When the incident, right after the incident happened, actually we were here in City Hall. We were having a meeting of the zoning board. So we immediately suspended that. Aman went to Talusangay. I immediately went to the hospitals. And as Colonel Pascual said, we would like to cite the response of the ambulances. They were very, very quick in responding. Actually, the first report was that 2 will be brought to West Pincom and 2 will be brought to General. But what happened was Corporal Sayas was brought to doctors, no? Because more or less he was the one very badly hit. And then the 3 were brought to West Pincom. So in West Pincom, the soldiers and also Colonel Pascual later on. And it appears that they were the patrol was on the way back already. And then they sort of heard a noise saying like people trying to start the engine in another boat. So the distance was about 15 to 20 meters. And so you notice there were 4 soldiers, 2 Kafus, and 1 civil or tanod. The tanod was from Talusangay. So the tanod was the one who had the flashlight, and so he opened the flashlight and they said, "Sundalo kami, we are from Task Force Zamboanga." As soon as they did that, the other side opened fire, and they were able to return the fire right away. From accounts of the soldiers that were present, there were nobody was left standing in the other bangka, meaning to say all of the four were no longer inside. They fell in the water or they dove. Since Corporal Takayo was badly hit, they decided to go back to shore right away to bring the wounded to the hospital. Last night, there was a lot of presence in the area trying to look at the Star area because it was dark. There were many reports coming out last night that there were 2 bodies that were brought from Lacbao. It also proved negative. This morning that there were 2 other bodies floating of Talabaan, which also proved negative. Normally, if you have somebody that is shot and he falls in the water, he will not float. He will normally go down, and then it will be maybe after 12 or 24 hours that the body will float again. So that is why there are people in the area scoring for any victims. But our eyewitness account of the soldiers and the people that were in the encounter, there was nobody left standing in the other room.
Pascual, sir, you made mention regarding this armed men presence, their presence in Southern Island. Sir, can I know kung gaano po yung extent ng link ng grupong ito sa grupo po ng tinutugi sa Zamboanga City as well as po sa Pascual?
There's no link. As I said before, that there's no MINM here in Zamboanga. But we are really hunting the lawless here in Zamboanga City. And the lawless here, as we all know, that especially in Zapal Island, they are really fully armed. And these lawless are easily convertible to SG, MILF, or any other group that will benefit them or a group that will give them some money. So if we can clean our fence here in Zamboanga City from these local NLEs, and so it's in the future it's very hard for the Abu Sayyaf, for the MILF to come here because nobody will receive them, nobody will protect them, nobody will feed them.
Yung mga nakalaban po ng mga sandali.
Meron silang M203 according to the soldier, and M203 attached to an M14, and they never heard or see M63.
Yeah, last night when I went to West Bengal, and I was talking to the soldiers, one of the soldiers, and really the wounds were not bullet wounds. He had one in the face and one in the bottom part of his body, and they were shrapnel. So if they were the armor life, it would be a bullet wound. This one was shrapnel, so you could really see that his face was hit by shrapnel, even his bottom part. So they're saying that it is an M203. Anyway,
yes, sir. Thank you, sir. The encounter last night is not the first in that area. There are already skirmishes before. There were trappings, no, na nangyayari. So itong pangyayari na ito is just part of those incidents na walang kinalaman yung taga-Basilan, yung ano ng Basilan, walang kaalaman yung encounter ngayon doon sa Payao o sa Zamboanga. These are local lawless elements na nagtatago dito sa area ng 11 Islands of Sakon. No? I think mayroon na mga grupo dyan. Alam natin sino mga grupo na yan. No? They have warrant of arrest na naipakita kanina. Pero we cannot directly kung sino talaga yung leader o kung sino talaga yung na-encounter doon kagabi.
The so-called lawless element that was presented, ente na un lugar lang. Ada kita Sakon, nakita na barangay Busay or what. Mobile at the group. Mobile. Some, most of them stay in the mangrove area. After a day or two, they go and shoot to another island. Including mga island na hindi na Zamboanga hindi, hindi na parte ni Mao. 11 island. Hindi si tighten ang lugar.
Tonight in Basila to protect the people of Zamboanga City. And what is our true...
Always been requesting for augmentation personnel, especially every time we've had occasions like our Fiesta Pilar. We were given troop augmentations by both the military and the police. Now, concerning what the military and the police are doing, you can see that while there have been incidents in Basilan and there have been incidents in the other side, in Sibugay, we are on the alert. Our forces are very, very visible, and the encounter last night was a result of this alertness or visibility, because if our forces are not patrolling the area, there would be no encounter. So you cannot say that there was you will blame now the encounter because our forces are doing their job. Actually, you can see that even at night, our forces are out there in the seas and on land. So playing their part. And like I said, not true. With the two explosions that happened October 9, right after that, everything was under control. And so everybody's doing their part.